What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got it over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for a Browns.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
At the 3-yard line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Drawing up the design keeper. And he's brought close to that goal line at the 1.
Brought down
Give them
just
2
shy
yards
of
on the
goal
run,
line.
and that leaves them just
A 2-yard
inches
pickup
short for third
brings up
down.
3rd and goal.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Sampson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Washington State. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Dive play straight ahead. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down from the gun. McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 more yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Cleveland coming up in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Another game to Judkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. We'll have the 1st down and even more. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
23-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give it to him again, and the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Trying to get it on the keeper. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Design quarterback run here. He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Offense to the line fast. This time it's a passing play. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down. Before they can run a play on fourth down, we have a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. So first down from the 41. They are throwing it again. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. again now. McCarthy. On target here to Njoku. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Another throw here for McCarthy. It's cut left side by Mitchell. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Touchdown, Browns.
They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 2 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the lines of no gain.
And that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
Finds his man, Gray. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics. Like
Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Browns get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
He fields it from the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
You don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's 3rd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 25. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
24, Ravens 8.
All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. Escapes a defender. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns stretch the lead to 23.
Ravens 8.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they are all the way into that red zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Hauled in by Gray. And this one doesn't go far. Looking quickly here.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The give now out of the shotgun. This gets the 1st and more. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens.
Will line up for the 2-point
Pass play coming here. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Ravens 16.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And this one does not go far.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
A gain of 10
An
yards.
even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it's going to be second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10, McCarthy. It's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down from the 42. Handoff heading left. It's Judkins. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. On play action now, McCarthy bails out of the pocket quick. Called in by Njoku, left side. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone on first. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. On his count, it's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 3-possession game. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points.
Ravens 16.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Throwing again on second. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets forward to around the 29. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. Down, they need 7.
Third and 7.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those.
Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Touchdown, Browns.
Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Gray, the motion man right. They're going to try and throw it here. He sure came his own to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Throw here, 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Raven first down.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And they pick him up again. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a throw. And they pick him up again. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. McCarthy looking to throw. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. He dodged the tackle. And the Ravens have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Second down, looking for options. And they pick him up again. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's either getting away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
One splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Ravens 16.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that when you kick off the trigger, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
And air it out on 3rd. On the move, headed right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They've got first down here from the 36. Lean back motions right. Sticking to the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. You've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained in a play like that. They go for a big gain.
No throw, 3rd and long. Hauled in by Gray. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down pass play coming. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now it's 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. Before he was able to recover and provide the hit, and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. So first down from the 41.
First down. First and 10.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Ravens 23.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. On target here to Njoku. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Goes to the hurry up here.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. Uh-oh, it's loose. Line ball inside the end zone. Well, I'm seen this happen a time or two in my NBA tenure, Brock. A guy checks in, jump ball, takes a dribble in the wrong direction, and then realizes what he's doing. That was an entirely new level.
Yeah, it was a uh-oh. You know, NFL scouts will call it spatial awareness, and that was a failure of spatial awareness. Makes me want to, Kate, I wish we could have a camera right there on the helmet of that quarterback so we could all see the utter chaos. And then it's desperation. Well, and then unfortunately, it's total failure in the end.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Savion Williams, the intended target. So second down coming up. On play action now. McCarthy. He's looking deep once again. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
And maybe they lost track of downs. The board only reads third, but the punt team is out on the field. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. So the Browns come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.